Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for this live webinar to introduce you the Planner X4 product from Metrologic. I'm Charles Carbillier, the Product Marketing Director of Metrologic, and I will be there to introduce you the product. Let's discover a few rules during this webinar. Of course, this webinar will be recorded and can be used for different activity of Metrologic. For the moment, your mic is off. That means you will be able to exchange or to get some reaction through the chat during the Q&A session. And of course, do not hesitate to open your camera to be transparent and share with us maybe your environment or where you would like to share some information. Let's start with this first webinar, a customer webinar to introduce you the product. We will go through different, of course, presentation, but first we would like to get a safety first introduction. Let's say keep you safe in the correct environment. I hope that you hear me well. But for sure, do not hesitate to interrupt this session to save your life, I would say, in case of emergency or any kind of worries. I'm going to introduce you, let's say, Metrologic. We are located in Grenoble, in France. We are a French company, mostly oriented for software editor. And we have around 43 years of experience in the 3D measurement, more CMM-oriented automation and services. We are located in France, but we are also located everywhere to support you in the different country, in a different region, through different, of course, interface language and around 60 different countries on the world. Our main activity is really to provide you some software application, hardware in case of CMM retrofit, and some services around the software and the CMM device. Let's now introduce you, I will say, our main visions in order to understand where coming from this famous planner product. And clearly, our vision is really to enhance the manufacturing efficiency by offering a collaborative and universal 3D metrology digital platform. Through this vision, we would like to express, I would say, the different steps of the production that we think about the metrology activity to get a prepare phase, to get a program phase, and then execute with your device, your measuring device, and then make the management of your data by monitoring, by exchanging, by analysis. This is a concept of Metrologic, and we are going to focus on the planners, the first step that we would like to propose to our customers, different approach for the full process and digitalization process. If I try to, let's say, schematize the concept, it's like this that we are thinking to approach our customers. In the first stage, we are located in the design office. The design office has produced its CAD file and probably had or not some PMI information or GD&T information. And they try to keep that in the digital file as a CAD file. At this stage, sometimes the design generates some PMI, generates some information, but they don't know exactly, they are not the experts of the inspection. That's why planner will be made for. And after generating this information, the robust information for driving the inspection, we can go directly on the shop floor, we can go through an offline application like Silma or other offline application from the competitor, why not? And also go to the shop floor to make some different execution phase on the CMM, on ARM, on portable, on automated system. And at the end, collect the data and provide the data to the last phase, which is the manage phase. Let's focus on the purpose of today, which is planner product. Planner, we're thinking to address a basic scenario like I'm going to try to explain to you. We just visit some customers and we see that kind of approach. At the design phase, they generate the geometry, they generate the PMI, and produce a basic paper information. This paper information supposed to drive the next stage of the shop floor or the process manufacturing. According to that, there is some expert in the company that is making a lot of, I would say, discussion around the interpretation of this paper. That making manual transcription of the GD&T or the PMI that is produced by the designer, that is making a lot of translation, interpretation error, because everyone has not the same knowledge. Sometimes there is an expert, the expert is missing today, so someone can interpret differently the information which is inscribed in this drawing. Of course, it requires an inspection skills with high inspection skills of technicians in order to address correctly the request. By that, of course, many of the users have his own way to produce, to create his own program that they are going to drive the CMM, the portable arm, or the trackers or automation inspection device. According to this multiple way to program, that will probably, during the execution, create different results of the interpretation. And after that, we will probably interpret different notification for the users and probably go back to this expert. The way we would like to address this issue in Metrologic is to provide you a product in order to drive correctly, to drive safely with a robust way, the prepare phase. So by reading correctly, due a standard or due some rules, company rules, to make the plan of inspection, one unique plan with only one interpretation, and provide that to the programmer, provide to the executor or the operator, and then at the end, make the analysis probably with only one interpretation. This is what we would like to address with the planner product. So let's go deeper in this planner product. Let's focus on the product detail and product benefits. Just for you, we would like also to say that this product is really addressed for multiple application and multiple case. Could be for standard application on the laboratory, or could be also for the inspection, automated inspection for the shop floor, because this product is more focused for the design users before going on the method or the manufacture department. Let's get a look on that. First thing that you have to understand, this is a very basic product. It's an offline product. We are not connected to the machine because we are on the design department, close to the design department. On that, we will be able to import any CAD formats included in the package of Metrologic. This product will be able to open all the formats supported by Metrologic, native one or standard one. Second, after importing the CAD file, we will be able to prepare the inspection plan, making some definition of feature, circle, plane, points, and also using the PMI by using the native information provided by the designer. But you will be able to explore it, to edit it, but you can also create your own PMI or your own ballooning to get a robust file for the next coming investigation. At this stage, you will also be able to prepare the inspection alignment rules in order to provide some information for the operator. Next one, if you stay in the same digital suite of Metrologic, you will be able to prepare all the view, all the stickers, all the reports that you are need during the execution of this plan. And finally, during this phase, if you need also, because maybe you are not connected to the Metrologic suite, you will be able to export this inspection plan as a native QIF format through the data, the XYZ of your feature, but also through the design, the CAD file, plus the PMI you added on top of your native format. Just a reminder, it is an offline product. At this stage, you will not be able to make some analysis or result visualization. It's only nominal value manipulation. It's only for that. Let's detail me a little bit what is the benefit of this product. Is really to provide you some facilitate or let's say consolidate preparation phase for the inspection process. You will generate one file that is able to support every information for your inspection. It's also provide you the capability to digitalize the information, to avoid the paper, to get a paperless information, to use your PMI to clearly observe, verify, check if it is a standard PMI at this stage. Of course, you can also open any CAD file, any inspection plan data, because probably this inspection plan data coming from another provider, suppliers, or your customers, your main customers. Then, according to that, you can save time, I would say, because there is no real exchange possible data or interpretation. And of course, the standard operation procedures will be reduced confusion because you are still working on the same document. What about the usage of this product? It's dongle node lock for production, and it's web license. If you are an existing customer of Metrologic, you can request for a demo for a testing period to use this product. Two ways to obtain this product: contact your local salesman, get on our website and identify your local partner to obtain that. Or if you are an existing customer, you can use your trial module to the Metrologic extranet and obtain a license. I would like again to remind you that if you are using your current solution, if you are an existing customer, you can add Planner in the loop from the CAD, go to Planner, get on Silma or directly on Metrolog, and do your execution and do your reporting. But if you are not an existing customer of Metrologic, never mind, you can use, let's say, the QIF format from Planner, export to QIF format, and get to another inspection solution for offline or online. Before showing you a video and a live demo, I would like to remind you also where you can find some information about the product. Every information is available on the website for brochure, for web page dedicated on the products, and for videos that you are which is located in the YouTube channel of Metrologic. Let's now introduce you. I will take the product through a video that you can obtain in the YouTube, but let's take 3 minutes for 10 steps and we will get back to get a live demo of the product. Have a good experience. All right, we are back after this video. And what I suggest now, we get a small live demo, lively. During this period and this time, you can already use the chat and ask few questions, and we will get back to you on the question phase. So let me go back on my computers, and I will start the application to get a live demo. So I'm going to start, I will say the planner. And this application will be, as you can see, if you are an existing users of Metrolog or Silma, it's looking as similar as the same layout of Metrolog and Silma, with the working session, tools, feature, point cloud, card alignment, and some the other menu that you can use in the product. The graphic view is still there, I will say, and the features toolbar is on the right side as usual, depending on the customization you are using today. I'm going to just open, let's say, a plan already set, but with a basic information. And let me show you that we are importing our CAD files. As you can see here, all the CAD file information is located in my CAD files. And as you can see here, I've got some advanced information as a PMI like this. According to that, of course, I can already define some feature directly from the feature list here, or natively using the what we call inspection plan collectors that is going to generate some feature on the left side. As you can see here, if I click one time, I will just collect all information according to consume this GD&T PMI information located on my file. If I'm looking now in detail and I go in the CAD and say scan PMI, I will get, and let me go back with my window here, I will get some information and see exactly if I've got enough information to get a pure semantic PMI, as you can see here, for example. And I also get the information that which kind of information is attached to my surface according to the datum and the feature I would like to do it. Again, imagine that you have not enough information at this stage and you would like to add additional tolerance. Of course, you can still do it as usual. I would say you are using your evaluation geometrical tolerance stuff here, and you will be able to select on the different feature. Let's add, for example, a flatness that we would like to add maybe on this side. Why not to add it? Because the designer don't do it for any reason, but I can speak with him. I can wait for an update of his CAD file, but I can also prepare my plan and get this information. I will set, of course, the value I would like to do. I will try to follow all the characteristics I need. And I'm going to create this feature in my database on the product. Here's it. I've got now a flatness, which is attached to the system. But as you can see, this flatness is not yet, I would say, a PMI information in the CAD file because I don't have it here. I can rename it, but for the moment it's flatness one and not flatness that as that one. But I will make a right click and say create the PMI information. And as you can see now, the PMI information is arrived. It's attached here and it's automatically created in my CAD design. And this CAD design, I can send back by a QIF format to my designer just to get an exchange, or why not store this level of Metrologic CAD file to share with my suppliers or with my internal customers. We also have the capability to attach a ballooning information here directly in clicking on the PMI stuff and create the identification numbers to get the value. And let me also, because I've got a second screen here, and say, okay, I would like to name that one, that characteristic 32 as a ballooning information that I'm going to get in my data. I can, of course, replay the inspection plan, but my data is already available here, though it's enough for the moment. I will be able to prepare different views, different reports. For the moment, I'm going to stop there just to show you that this inspection plan, now we are going to open in a Metrolog or in a Silma application. So let me save it for the moment, this plan. And you see, it's not a working session I'm going to save. I'm going to save an inspection plan, save as. I'm going to go on the correct folders and then say, OK, valid stuff and say, OK, oh, like this. Save the CAD file because it has been modified. So I will say yes, for sure. And I can close my application by quitting the application. And let me, in parallel, open it the Metrolog or the Silma. In that case, that will be a Silma product. That's it. It's running. It. Then here on the Silma product, I will be able to demonstrate or to visualize my work cell like this. And it seems that it's already ready to receive the CAD file and also some information. But for the moment, as you can see, and sorry, let me switch in English my application because it's still in French for the moment. Let's, yeah, how it is. And then I'm going to open my inspection plan directly from the stuff. So I say open inspection plan, select the one we are going to just to generate it. And as you can see now, which is the correct one with the correct file, because I added this flatness here, it's already set as the correct stuff. I just have to, let's say, just a quick there and get there. And I'm ready to program and using the feature which is already defined by the inspection plan guys and create my program and start my program. Then I can use program inspection path planning from Metrologic, or I can directly say, okay, I'm going to start, I'm going to activate my probe, I'm going to define all the feature by dragging, dropping that feature in the program and create my own program manually or automatically. I'm going to stop there because this is not the Silma webinar. It is a planner webinar. Maybe we can start now by getting some question and some query from your side by using the chat. Please do not hesitate. Don't be shy. And we will try to answer to your question. Thank you for that.
You have a first question in the chat. So from Roy, in practice, it seems that each package has its own PMI standard, CATIA, PCDMIS, Metrolog, SolidWorks, etc. So to which norm or procedure this software is written?
In practice, it seems that each package has its own PMI standard. No, okay, good question, Rob. I will say, to be honest, for me, there is only one standard. Huh? This is a standard of the GPS standard. So we try to follow the as soon as possible the standard ISO or ISME for interpreted correctly the PMI. And if it is, let's say, external to the standard, that means the PMI is not a semantic one. So we try really to focus on that. And this data can come mainly from the design software like CATIA, like Creo, like Siemens or PTC stuff. So for me, of course, different software is able to interpret that, but we try to get the closest as possible from the native semantic PMI information and use it in order to drive the inspection with a robust way to avoid the interpretation from the user. Hope that I am answering to your question, Rob. Thank you, Rob. What about the other? Do not hesitate to ask questions, guys. We are here for that. And it will be a pleasure to answer to you. Of course, you can get your reaction about the product and the presentation for sure. Hema, I see some Q&A information maybe in the Q&R.
Yes, just yes. Does it require that the CAD contains the GD&T elements?
Good question, Jean-Philippe and Enrico. No, clearly not. We do the demonstration with PMI because it's, let's say, an ultimate scenario coming from the design, but you can start from full scratch with only a CAD file or without CAD file. But I would say with a basic CAD file without PMI, and you can create your own features. I'm going to switch back in a couple of minutes. I'm waiting for additional question, but I can show you that starting from a basic CAD file without PMI and clicking on the CAD by selecting the feature I would like to drive my inspection, or why not, as I did previously, create my tolerance features and create my PMI. But don't worry, it's not mandatory to get a PMI in the CAD file. Hope I answer also your question for this Q&R environment from Jean-Philippe and Enrico.
There is a new question. I saw recently that DMSC has defined an MBC. Are you compliant with it?
Yes, clearly we are close to this, let's say, consortium organization, and yeah, we are compliant on that, and we try to update if it's necessary or to influence, why not, the DMFC information to get close to that one. Because as you can see, we can, let's say, extract the data with a QAF in order to get external to the inspection scenario or to another manufacturer actors that needed and can read the QAF file, for example.